Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Our lesson is Lesson C. This is in Unit 6 on time. In your book, it's page 74 and 75. Okay, we are going to be talking about although and because. So if you remember in our lesson yesterday, we learned about although and even though. And if you remember, although and even though mean the same thing. Okay, so I can say, even though it's cold outside, my house is warm. It shows a surprise or a change. So today we're going to study, continue with although and add in because. So we're going to practice using although and because. So let's look at this quickly and then we'll look at the video here. It says we use because to join two clauses. Remember, a clause has a subject and a verb, like a sentence. So it's to join two sentences where one gives a reason for the other. Why? Because. You know that, right? If I ask you, why are you sad? I'm sad because I don't know, failed my driver's test. Okay, so because shows a connection, why and because. One leads to the other. Although joins two clauses in contrast with each other. So I just said, although it's cold outside, I am warm. That shows the contrast because they're both positive or both negative. So because and although are used for opposite reasons. Okay, so although is used to join clauses that contrast with each other. One is surprising or unexpected. Because cable internet is fast, it's positive, right? Many people want it. Why do people want it? Because it is fast. Although is going to show a change. Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it. So here we have a positive statement. Although internet is fast, many people cannot afford it. So as we look at this video, please remember we use because to show a close connection, usually positive and positive or negative and negative. And although are those contrasting statements. Okay, let's take a look.
Clauses of reason and concession.
Reason means why, because, and concession is that although.
Unit 6, Lesson C. Contrasting because and although. Watch and listen. Use because to join two clauses in which one gives a reason for the other.
So if it answers the question, why, then you use because.
Use although to join two clauses that contrast with each other. One is surprising or unexpected based on the other.
Like an opposite result.
A because clause gives a reason for the other clause.
Because cable internet is fast, many people want it.
Why do people want it? Because it is fast. It gives a reason.
An although clause gives information that is known, followed by information that is surprising or unexpected,
like an
based
opposite.
on the first clause.
The opposite.
Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it.
Because cable internet is fast, many people want it.
Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it.
So if you see, these are different results. The feeling is different. This makes sense. Because it is fast, people want it. You say, of course. And here, although cable internet is fast, the although is telling you there's going to be something unexpected, something not logical or not the same reason, not a reason.
Because Tara enjoys reading, she does well on her exams.
Why does she do well on her reading exams? Because she enjoys reading. That makes sense.
Although Tara enjoys reading,
She doesn't like going to the library.
Really? She doesn't like going to the library? That's strange because she does like reading, right? So this is surprising. So we use although.
Because they trained hard, they got to the basketball final.
Why did they get to the basketball final? And the final means the last competition, the most important competition, like a championship. Why did they get to the basketball championship? Because they trained hard. That makes sense.
Although they played well, they didn't win the basketball final.
So they played well. You think they did well? They didn't. They didn't win. That's surprising.
Because I don't have time to talk, I usually text people instead.
Why do you text people instead of talking on the phone? Because you don't have time to talk.
Although calls are free, I prefer to text people.
Huh, that's strange. Calls are free, but you don't like to call. You prefer to text. There's a contrast there.
Check your understanding. Look at the two sentences. Pay attention to the underlined clauses. Complete the first sentence. Use because if the underlined clause gives a reason. Use although if the underlined clause gives information that is surprising or unexpected.
Okay, cable internet is fast. Many people can't afford it. So that's a surprise, right? I think it's although internet is fast, many people can't afford it. The first part's positive, the second is negative. Down here, cable internet is fast and many people want it. Positive and positive. So this has to be because.
Now complete the second sentence. Use because if the underlined clause gives a reason. Use although if the underlined clause gives information that is surprising or unexpected.
Why do people want internet? Because it is fast.
Listen to the sentences.
Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it.
Because cable internet is fast, many people want it.
Just to make sure, this surprising or unexpected information is the underlined part, not this first part. Okay, it means many people cannot afford it is the surprising or unexpected information. Here, cable internet is fast is the reason. Okay, let's do the same thing. Tara enjoys reading. She does well in her exams. Why does she do well in her exams? Because she enjoys reading. So Tara enjoys reading. She doesn't like going to the library. That's strange. Although she enjoys reading, she doesn't like going to the library. There's a contrast.
Because Tara enjoys reading, she does well in her exams.
Although Tara enjoys reading, she doesn't like going to the library.
Okay, here this is correct. The underlined part is a surprise. Here, the underlined part is the reason she does well on her exams. Okay, let's check. They played well, but they didn't win the basketball final. So played well is a positive idea. Didn't win is negative. So there we need the although. Although they played well, they didn't win. And here, they trained hard and they got to the basketball final. Why did they get to the basketball championship? Because they trained hard. That shows two positive statements.
Although they played well, they didn't win the basketball final.
And see here, not winning is surprising because they played well, right?
Because they trained hard, they got to the basketball final.
Okay, I don't have time to talk. I usually text people instead. Why do you text people? Because I don't have time to talk, right? And calls are free. I prefer to text. I don't call, I text. So because I don't have time to talk, I usually text. Although calls are free, I prefer to text people. That shows the contrast. This is unexpected.
Because I don't have time to talk, I usually text people instead.
Although calls are free, I prefer to text people.
Mhm.
Let's review.
Because cable internet is fast, many people want it.
Why do people want cable internet? Because it is fast. That shows the reason for why people want it.
Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it.
Okay, it's fast and good, but people can't afford it. So positive and negative. This is the surprise or unexpected result. Okay, great.
Clauses of reason and consent.
All right, let's go back to here. So really just remember that because shows a reason for something. If you can answer the question why, then you use because. So why are you happy? Because it's my birthday, right? Because it's my birthday, I am happy. That shows the same. But you could say, although it's my birthday, which is great, I am sad. That's the contrast. All right. So for each of these, you need to think, is it saying the reason why, or is it showing a contrast? So down here, it says complete the story. This is Pam, and this is Beth. So you can look that they have different things going on here. Complete the story. You're either going to say because or although. So it says Pam and Beth are sisters. Although Pam and Beth are sisters, they're the same, from the same family, they are very different. That's the contrast. Pam is very modern, so I'm guessing that Beth is not very modern. I'm going to put this up here so you can see everything. Please take out your notebook or a piece of paper, and I want you to write 1 through 8. Take a moment, take a minute, read the whole thing through first. It's all about how Pam likes technology and Beth does not. So think about if you're answering why, then use because. But if there's a change, please use although. All right, stop the video now. After you finish 1 through 8, press continue or play, and I will show you the answers in 5 seconds. All right, did you finish? I can't tell if you did it or not, but this is a good chance for you to try and to check your answers. So if you need to, stop the video before I show you the answers right now. Okay, here are the answers, and I actually would like to listen so we can hear the story together. I can go this way. I'm gonna get rid of those answers. You can listen and check your answers this way, okay?
Page 74, exercise 2A.
Although Pam and Beth are sisters, they are very different. Pam is very modern. She loves electrical appliances because they are fast and convenient.
Okay, right here, because. Why does she love them? Because they are fast. She loves them and they're fast. Okay, same idea, it's because.
For example, she loves her microwave because she can use it to thaw meat quickly.
Thaw means to take frozen meat or something frozen and make it not frozen, make it fresh, okay? So why does she love her microwave? Because she can use it to thaw meat quickly. 2 positive ideas. Okay, number 4.
She enjoys shopping for the latest kitchen devices, although some of them are very expensive.
Very expensive is a negative idea. She enjoys shopping is a positive idea. So she enjoys shopping, although some are very expensive. That's a contrast. Make sure you have although.
Beth has a different attitude about modern technology. She prefers not to use electrical appliances. For instance, she never uses a microwave because she thinks the radiation is bad.
Okay, why doesn't she use a microwave? because she thinks the radiation is bad. Okay, she doesn't use it because she doesn't like it. That says why.
She dries her clothes outside on a line because she likes their smell after they've been in the fresh air.
Why does she dry them outside? Because she likes the freshness, the smell outside.
She washes her dishes by hand because she says dishwashers waste energy.
Why does she wash them by hand? Because she thinks they waste energy. All right, so those are all because.
Pam doesn't understand why Beth is so old-fashioned. But although the sisters have different lifestyles, they appreciate and enjoy one another very much.
Okay, here we have although because they have different lifestyles. They're different people, but they like each other, right? So although they are different, they get along, or they're friends. They appreciate each other. Okay, if you need to, let me see. I'll show you the answers quickly. You can check them all right here. If I can move it. Okay, number 1 is although. Number 2, because. 3, because. And this is cup of mustard because, right? Number 4 is although. Number 5, because. Number 6, because. Number 7, because. Number 8, although. Okay? If you need to, rewind and listen one more time. Okay, so page 75 over here, we're going to be talking about the same idea, but with these two men. So Beth and Pam, one liked technology and one did not. Here, and these names are very funny, Mr. Techie. A techie is a nickname for anyone who likes technology. You say, oh, she's a techie. She has all the latest technology. And this is Mr. Non-tech, which means no technology. So it's like Mr. Technology, Mr. No Technology. Okay, so obviously, Mr. Techie uses all of the technology and Mr. Non-tech does not. So up here, it says talk with a partner, but you're going to write some sentences. Use because and although. So here are some examples. Mr. Techie uses a smartphone to calculate. Why? Because it's convenient, it's fast. So he uses a smartphone to calculate. Why? Because it's convenient. Green T, convenient, which means easy, remember? Mr. Non-tech, he uses an adding machine to calculate. Mr. Non-tech uses an adding machine to calculate, although it isn't always convenient. It isn't easy. So he uses this, although it isn't convenient. Okay, so I'm going to give you a Google form and you can choose to write sentences. There are 8 examples. You don't have to do all of them. You can choose them. So you can say, Mr. Techie texts his lunch order because it's quick. And you can say, Mr. Non-tech, where is it? You can say, Mr. Non-tech brings lunch from home, although he doesn't like his wife's cooking. Okay, you can say anything like that. The way I have it for you here, let me find, 1 second. Where is it? Here we go. It's in this form. So the form looks like this, right? Email and your name so I can send it back to you. Here's the same picture. It says use the information to write sentences. Choose 8 examples. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 16. You can just choose 8. So only half of them. But use although for 4 of the sentences and use because for the other 4. So we practiced although yesterday. So don't say although, and then, or all because. Choose 4 examples for although and 4 for because. So down here, you can say, Mr. Techie uses a smartphone to calculate because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech uses an adding machine to calculate, although it isn't convenient. So you can mix them up and choose what you like. So down here, just as a reminder, 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences with although, and then 4 sentences with because down here. Okay, and then hit submit. Sound good? All right. So although we are not having a lesson in person, I think you can learn just fine online. Okay, and you can learn online really well because you are dedicated to your studies. Okay, and as always, please email me if you have any questions. Thank you guys. Bye.